probably tell me I'm going wrong by pressure washing this thing with all the wiring and sensors, but you gotta get it clean. It's gotta go in there. You gotta do it. It's actually starting to look pretty good. Oh. Actually, it turned out fairly clean. I am impressed with how clean it is from what it was. So, I mean, it just had a lot of dirt and grime from sitting so many years. So, actually looks fairly nice. The headers don't look that great, but you won't see them when it's on the car. I'm not worried about them. I'm gonna drive this car. So, thanks to Dad and the pressure washer, as usual. He's always running the pressure washer for me. So, looks good. I like it. All right, we're gonna put her in the paint room for now and start, maybe blow the water off of it. All right, we went back to Dean, well, we took the rear end housing to Dean's. It's all brand new now. Dean hooked me up. We was gonna replace the clutches in it, but they look brand new because this center section come out of the Mach 1. But the housing's the Fox body. And the reason why we done that is because it doesn't have as many miles as the other ones. So we didn't have to replace the carrier bearings in here. They were good. We replaced the pinion bearing, new seals, new bushings, new 5/0 swap axles, new pinion seal. You know, everything it takes to put a rear end back together with a new gear. Went 410, maybe a little too much. Don't know. Anyway, so we got it pressure washed. That's what we just got through doing. I didn't get no video of that because I'm here by myself and kind of in a hurry. You know, it is my day off, my weekend off, holiday weekend, and you know, family time comes first. So the wife, she's still kind of laying around the house, you know, not laying around, but she's just kind of lounging around the house Sunday morning. I'm down here knocking this out so I can get home before this evening. Well, no, I'm actually here. It's like 10:30. So, all right, we'll see you on the next clip. Well, we had quite a bit of paint left over, so I had to hurry up and prep something. So I've got our trim, drip rail trim, prepped and ready. Get a coat of paint on these. I got one here with a little nick in it, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I don't want to really put filler in it because I got paint. I got to do what I got to do. And the rear end's sitting right there, so hopefully I don't want to overspray it. We'll find out. All right, we're putting the rear end under the car. Easy way. I could have picked it up and carried it, but I just pulled it out of the paint room. Now we're bringing it back in here. I'm gonna have to stop because I can't video by myself. So we'll see where it's at when I get done. All right, got her off. Now I gotta flip it around. And I gotta do this. Now how am I gonna do that? Anybody got any ideas? Yeah. All right, I gotta figure this out. I gotta hold it, see what's gonna happen. Whoop, flip it around. I tried hooking it reverse, but it didn't work. All right, a little update on the Capri. You know, last thing we was doing was we painted the trim and we painted the rear end. I've got it sitting under the car. Y'all seen that? I'm just kind of waiting to get that set up. We have put the trim on here. It's kind of dirty. We've put the trim on here. I got some little trimming. I may have to end up trimming this back. I got that done today. Well, not today, yesterday. Got all that done. Got these pieces on top set in there. Just got the rivet holding it. So I have got the dryer in, which that wasn't easy. The dryer. I got the dryer, air conditioned dryer. Got that in, got the AC line on, got that done. I got this AC line on, which that has to mount to the motor. I may end up taking that back off to put the motor in. I've got some wiring done. There's a little piece of wire, there's a strip of wire, a big wad of wire that runs across this front end. It had, for the new edge, it had plastic sheathing on it to make it fit the new edge front end to kind of be, you know, plug and play. Well, in this car, it's not plug and play. This is using stuff from one car to another. So I had to strip all that off. I didn't video it because, like I said, I'm come in by myself, don't have time to video it. I'm just trying to do things, so I'm giving you an update. I know y'all like to see more action, but I don't have action. Not at this point. We'll get action, but the wiring harness is coming together. It's fitting pretty good. I did get the windshield wiper blade, the windshield wiper mechanisms on the mechanics. Oh, I gotta move the AC lines. Got all that in. Got all that painted in. And I've slowly been kind of fixing up the wiring. There's the horns, got them in. About tore my finger off. About tore my finger off doing that. I got a little boo-boo. I don't know if y'all can see it. See right there on the, yeah. Rookie move. Went to take the horn off the bracket with the impact. Bang! Spun the horn around, caught my finger. Rookie move. Anyway, so that's a little update. I'll show you some more later. I got to show y'all something. My family goes really deep in Advance, North Carolina. My great aunt passed away, and my great uncle Rami told the cousin or the nieces and nephews that they could come and pick the house. Well, the house that my great aunt lived in, she was a what do you call them? She's never married, so I can't remember what you call them. But anyway, us being car guys, my dad went digging around. He's seen a bunch of stuff he really wanted. He didn't take a lot, just because he just, you know, don't know. There's a lot of people in my family. But anyway, this one piece, us being car guys, my dad's like, I gotta have that. So he brought it home, and then I told him I got a grill, a 28 A model grill hanging on my garage wall that we got from a job we was doing years ago, and the guy just somehow it ended up getting left here. But my dad found this A model windshield, so he brought it home, and like everything we have, it just kind of gets stowed in here and sits around. I'm gonna show you what we got. This is an A model windshield. I don't know what year model. I don't know nothing about it. I just know that it's really, really old because, I mean, like I said, my great grandma, which my Aunt Lucy, this house I'm talking about, my Aunt Lucy lived there after my great grandma died, which she lived with my great grandma. My great grandma lived to be 104. And the house is where my grandpa was born. So, and it's a beautiful piece of property. Oh, I'd love to have it. But anyway, the house ain't no good. I mean, the house, they say that's no good. It's already, when Lucy went in the home, the termites got into it. But anyway, long story short, I just wanted to show y'all that. That was kind of a, you know, kind of neat little stuff that comes up every once in a while. You feel excited to talk about it. And Matt, you'll know what I'm talking about. Matt's been there. He's a cousin of mine that watches my channel regularly. Only one that comments and makes comments. Thank you, Matt. You're the best, because it gives a good algorithm. I think it's what you call it, whatever. Anyway, that come out of the storage building behind the house. Not the big building, but the other little barn off to the side. You'll know what I'm talking about, Matt. All right, today I was going to try to set the motor in, but the heater hose, the one loopy one, I can't figure out. The one they called for, it's not working. So let's get the rear end under it. I'm working on this coilover conversion I got from LMR. It's comes in a box with a sleeve. Goes down. You have to cut. I didn't show it. Brewer 21 or whatever his YouTube channel is, he shows you have to cut the sleeve that goes on here. You have to cut that off. Then you have all these little washers that take up the space when that slides on there. Kind of like that. That one's just set up in there for now. It comes with new shock brackets and all the hardware. The spring, they're Viking springs. And this, I've heard bad reviews on them. I've heard good reviews. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we use them. But I wanted to be able to raise it and lower it without messing with springs and all that. So that's why I went this route. But that goes on top. And just slides down over here. Like that. Then your spring, I'll show you how it goes together. Well, I already got one together, so I know how it goes. I've already stuck it up in there. That's the top piece. And then your sleeve goes down over your shock. And you have a coilover made out of a shock absorber. So, and I got to get the brake lines mounted. They're right here. That's my next thing. Get them mounted, and then I got to get them mounted up on the floor pan. If you can see them right there. So I got to go cut this bushing off. That's why I decided to video this and show you, because of this collar. You can see that right there. It's just big enough to go down onto that. So that holds it off, and I'm gonna take that off. So anyway, I'll show you when I get done with it. All right, I've already slid. Look, shotgun rolled up on the spring. I done slid my little bushings, my little O-rings. The O-rings go in there. See them right there? There's another one up here. It gives you 2 extra. I thought about putting them in there, but there's no groove, so I'm scared if you don't put them in a groove, it will not do its job or hold the shock off. So that little piece right there just kind of slides on here. It's pretty simple, really. It's kind of crude, but I think it will work. All it's got to do is support the weight of the car. And there's that. Now, I may have to run that down some, because I don't know if it's bottomed out on there. Yeah, see, that's pretty much it right there. That's your coilover conversion from LMR. Well, you probably get them from UPR. There's a couple places that sells them. I'm not sure. I do a lot of my business with LMR, because except they don't have my heater core hoses to put this engine in. All right, so now it looks like it's starting to bottom out there. Maybe. I wanted to kind of get a little bit of space in there. Yeah, I think it's going down more. Yep, okay, now I got a little bit of a gap in the spring, so I know that it's seated. Now, take your hardware, just like any other shock. Your bushing and washer and bolt. You got your bushing, you got your washer, slides down on there. Remember, the big hole goes to the car, the small hole goes to the bottom, or vice versa when it comes to do the top side. Now I'll take this and put it in the car and hold it up there and put the nut and washer on. So that's how you do it. It'll look like that. All right, I got it in there. I may end up taking that washer out because I can't get my top bushing on and washer. See, I can't, it's the bushings here. I can't get it started. So I just stuck that in there to hold it, kind of look at it, see if I got clearance on everything. See how, if there's any rubbing. I mean, so far, so good. See, I got, get that figured out, which I think I just figured it out actually looking at it. So I gotta get these mounted so I could get the brakes on the rear end, which I gotta do all that. I haven't figured my brake setup yet on using cutting and using the stock bracket and do the swap like everybody's, or I've seen people do, or buy a bracket. I really don't want to buy a bracket because, whew, I've spent some money on this car. So anyway, and these, just these, there's two bolts, and that top one won't fit. So I'm gonna have to waller that top one out a little bit to get that to fit. So I'm gonna work on that. Now we have the brackets on, got them mounted. We have got our brake lines mounted. They kind of fell in the same position as the new edge. I'll run up under here. Let's see. Does that work better? Yeah. Put me some rivets in, hold them in place like factory. And we're good steel, they're aluminum with steel shaft rivet. Very, very durable. I've started hanging up the control arms, getting them the right length, and getting all the hardware together. So now I'm down here, I took my stock arm and measured it out. The short ones that are already just sitting on there now, well, they're bolted up. They're just a little bit longer, which will be fine. I mean, we're talking like a 1/4 inch. That's what I come up with, 1/4 inch longer. Now we're adjusting this one off of that one. Now granted, them are probably wore out a little bit, so as long as I get one close measurement, we can always adjust it once it's in the car to center the wheel up, center the rear end up, and to just center, measure from center to center on both ones. That's how you get your measurement. So working on that now. Got all my hardware stuck, found and cleaned up. I'll paint these after they're in because they're gonna get damaged bolting everything up anyway. So the front rear end is starting to come together. I don't even know if it's centered. It looks centered. I'll drive. This guy's name. Oh, we put the rear end under. Mounting, linking together. Need young and me to do it. Alright. Bring it on down. Go on, tell them. Should be. No, they're not. They should be because I had to put it all up. Get out of the way. These are going to be mounted up in the, but not, couldn't get them. Oh yeah, I did. But I got tightened up. Really don't know which way to go first. I guess you got to get these connected first and then we'll kind of bring it down. You go ahead and bring it on down. Hang on, let me get a jack stand put under that. Yeah, take it over there. Close enough, that would work. Right, drive her down. Hands right to go forward. Not too much. Right, stop. That's gonna be enough. You just got that quick. Yes, come on now. Come on now. I got to go that way. I can't tell what I'm at over there. Oh, hell. Y'all probably ain't seen a dang thing, have you? Got sidetracked. So. They heard it. Huh? They heard it. Alright, we had to run the adjuster all the way out on that one to line the holes up to get to put the control arms on. So we run it back where it needs to be. Now we have these bushings. Oh, let me see. Is that better? These bushings on the shocks right there will not go between that bracket. So we're going to have to modify that next and then tighten everything up. It should be good. Got one more piece of equipment. Never had one, now I've got one. Car getting things that I didn't have to bring by. There we go. Oh, Amazon. You know what? It ain't bad, but it's doing the job. I like it. Got a drain plug, field plug, and a drain plug. That's what I like. Exactly what I like. It comes with the hardware. It comes with washers. And it comes with a new gasket. So, gotta be careful when we get my hands greasy all the time. Let's get that put on now. Alright, we have got it up in there. I have got it all mounted. All I got left now is the brakes, and that's going to be the next step here. As of right now, I'm just kind of done here. It will roll this way. I got to get it off the lift because we've got things we need to do on the lift. And it actually, the brake lines and all worked out pretty darn good, being some new edge to Fox body. That's the brake lines. They kind of worked out nicely. Got them all tied up in here. Nothing's rubbing. Everything's just barely, like you can just tweak that a little bit, it'll go away. But all the brake lines, and I ended up putting, I got to rivet them. I forgot about them. I riveted there, which that usually takes a bolt, but I don't want it coming up through the floor pan into the carpet. I can't get to that one because of the lift. And all that's looking pretty good. So now we're going to put the motor in here. Hang on. There's my upper control arms. I got to adjust them now. They're not together, but these are adjusted supposedly. I don't know. Got my vapor canister in there. That's from the new edge. Tank's from the new edge. Got my brake lines in. Got them working, mounted. Should be ready. I got to figure out here that bolt stripped out. So let's get the motor in here. I don't think I'm gonna get it set in here today because I still got to figure out that water line. Hopefully the last time we move this motor around. Y'all see me move it? I don't know how many times. So, we'll see. Going under the car for umpteenth time. I don't even know how many times. Maybe 3. Well, I'm counting pulling it out of the car too, and moving it around, and washing it, putting motor mounts on it, blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go.